Hi everyone, and welcome back to Off Brand Bubbly. I'm so happy to have you with me today. I have a really fun topic for us to talk about: your desires and fears, how they can work together to bring your dreams into reality. I was recently watching the show Lucifer, which I know is definitely on theme with all of the other fantasy books, shows, movies that I enjoy. Big fan of the misunderstood, morally gray male protagonist. For some reason, the Dark Prince trope really does it for me. And in this show, Lucifer, the king of hell himself, has ascended to the city of LA to help fight crime with LAPD. And in doing so, he uses his supernatural power to draw out the desires of criminals and victims to help understand more of what's gone on with the crime. He'll stare at the person in question and say, "What do you desire?" And of course, a very sexy, British accent. It's really easy to understand the desires that lie in your heart when you have the supernatural ability to pull them out of someone's soul. However, if you're just, a normal human being without the help of those supernatural powers, it can be more difficult. And I know that when people ask me, "What do you want to do with your life?" it's sometimes a more complicated question than it seems. Life can feel so broad and vast that the idea of how to spend your life usefully can be very daunting. To kind of simplify this for you guys, I've thought of 2 different steps, and I have associated journal templates for you on the blog so you can work through them at your own pace. But the first is to identify your desires, and then the second would be to identify those which cause you fear if you were to lose them or not achieve them. Now, whether you call it visualization, manifestation, or prayer, they're all kind of, in the same category for me, and that's trying to visualize an aspiration and bring it closer to reality. One of my favorite ways to solidify my desires and get a handle on what is within the realm of my control is to just journal out a list every morning and make it part of your journal practice. And as you do that and you see certain patterns day through day appear, you can kind of see what's, important to your heart. If you're more crafty, it could be fun to also make a vision board. I am a very crafty person, but I think it's kind of hard to go through 500 magazines to find just the picture you're looking for. I do keep a vision board, but not a physical one. I know my mom really loves, making her collage, but I personally love having mine with me at all times. So the best way to do that is to create on Pinterest. And whenever I have inspiration, I can put it in my cute, organized, pin boards and refresh it as I, have new ideas and create new ideals for myself. Journaling and creating a vision board are my top tips for visualizing your desires. And sometimes they're really simple, right? Sometimes it could be, I really want a foamy cappuccino, and that's something that's so easy to make happen and make you smile. Other times they're a little more complicated to bring to fruition. And sometimes we can be at a loss as to where to start. So if you have 5 different big goals that would take you years to complete on your vision board, it can be a little paralyzing. So something I recently started doing is using my fears as a gauge to see where is best to put my energy. Where your fear is, there your action is. And I think this is really pressing because it's easier to see what's deep in your heart if you use fear as a gauge to see what would be most important to you. So let's say that you go on a trip to Ibiza and have a cookie baking competition with your friends, both on your vision board. One of those may just be a fun, happy thing, and the other might actually enlist fear in your heart if you were to lose it. So if you see something on your vision board that would cause you emotional pain, fear, or loss if you were not getting, that is where I would suggest that you put your effort moving forward. You don't always have to know how exactly things are going to come to be. Just acknowledging that this is something that's really important for your soul's happiness can help it come into being. I'm going to leave linked below the journal templates I have set up for you guys. There's one that's specifically targeted at your desires, and then another called the fear assessment. And both of those are really fun activities for you to go through to just start the process of giving yourself some direction in your future, playing and having fun with the dreams that live in your head. If they just live in your head, they can't come into reality. I think we really have to pull them out, get them on paper, or get them on your vision board, and then from there we can start the process of creating that future for ourselves. But if you don't express them in some way or another, they will never be real. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I'll leave linked in the description my journal templates that I've set out for identifying your desires and for identifying your fear. I hope this was helpful. I know it's a really fun activity for me to just, write down my wildest dreams and see how we can make them a reality. Thanks guys, bye.